Security is mostly a superstition. It does not exist in nature, nor do the children of men who experience it. Avoiding danger is no safer in the long run than outright exposure. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing. Good evening. I would like to thank you all for gathering here today in this time of reflection. My name is Zachary Boer, and I have brought all of you here to honor one of those who have helped shape my life personally. We have gathered here to honor the ones who have tormented and psychologically broken each and every one down. We are here to honor the bullies that I have endured personally throughout time. Everyone has someone they hold dear to them, whether it's a grandfather who taught you how to be a man, or a mother who taught you how to show your softer side. The people who have helped shape me throughout my life and guided me to who I am are bullies. They have followed me from a very young age and still persist throughout my adult life and today. They are the guiding light in my life, from every catfish to jumping to psychological warfare. I would, if you would allow me, like to tell you a story about the bullies. The early years of the bullies was that of fear, which is merely pain arising from the anticipation of evil. They weren't too vicious back then, and they were still quite kind in various manners. They would pick on small things such as your height or your teeth. I remember a time they would go around telling everybody that I did not brush my teeth or that my teeth were rotting because as a child I had an allergic reaction to medication and it stained my teeth. I think this was one of my fonder memories of bullies. This in turn gave me the sense of don't show my teeth, don't smile. And it prepped me for questions on a sensitive subject. According to stopbullying.gov, those who bullies are merely those who get frustrated easily, view violence in a positive manner, and those who think badly about others. This in turn got me ready for my introduction into the true nature of the bully. Entering into the stage of puberty and uncertainty, where you're discovering who you are and what life is a difficult stage for any person. For people who are bullied, according to DoSomething.org, 90% of school children report being bullied from grade 4 to 8. At this stage, you see more and more people contemplating suicide, which is correlated to being bullied. The instance I draw upon from this time period is many kids would question one's sexuality, especially men who seem effeminate. Words like faggot would be thrown around, and when you're at the stage of someone's sexual awakening, it really brings the self-esteem and morality down. The constant harassment I personally endured sent me home crying each day from school, because being perceived as gay was like having the plague. No one wanted to be around you. Middle school tends to be the most vicious form of bullying in the face-to-face manner, as you have to deal with it at school on a constant basis. According to the National Institute of Health, bullying leads to people skipping school to avoid bullies, people reacting violently, or even people taking drastic measures such as taking one's life. As we enter the young adult stage, which spans in the high school years, bullying takes a different approach, and you see new avenues being taken. In high school, I not only saw rumors being said in person, but also online. The entity of the internet has created what we now call cyberbullying. Cyberbullying, according to the American Psychological Association, includes things as sending hurtful emails, threatening instant messages, spreading rumors online, and even posting embarrassing photos. This was a new form of bullying which is most prevalent in today's society. The bully also becomes more distinct in his tactics and focuses on minority groups, the appearance that somebody may be weak or social standing. I, for one, remember a time where my head was bashed into a sink in the bathroom by a group of guys because they did not like the fact that I came out as a homosexual. In this instance, I received 12 stitches to the head and a fractured jaw, among other lacerations and bruises. The constant harassment in school and online led to dark moments and made me feel isolated, which in turn made me fear to actually go to school. So I started skipping school, and I missed so much school that the courts had to intervene. They deemed it necessary to remove me from that school, and they saw it best that I just get my GED than to move me to another school where this could happen all over again. According to bullyingstatistics.org, bullying accounts for 77% of all types of bullying, and of that 77%, 14% suffer severe reactions to this bullying, which leads to depression, low self-worth, and even suicide. With that in mind, Makes Beats Not Beats Down has noted that 75% of all school shootings are a direct cause of harassment and bullying. Entering into the adult phase of someone's life, you would think that bullying would have subsided because now you're an adult and all the childish games would have dissipated. As someone with direct knowledge of the bully, it doesn't always just end there. Even as an adult, you see people being harassed, and even in different ways. You have workplace bullies, bullies within the group of your friends. You even have bullies within the community you belong. You also even see your loved ones turning into your bullies. I know for me, when I was diagnosed with HIV in 2012, the bullying took a new turn. It wasn't just the barrage of old stuff that I was already used to, but it became where my car was vandalized more than once. There was a website done by a pastor who posted where I live, my age, where I went to school, where I worked, how old I was, and even my picture. This led to people protesting outside my house, saying things like, I should be branded or put to death because I am the cancer on human society. This led to my eventual overdosing. I remember waking up days later, not knowing what was going on. These instances change a person's life in many ways, for good and bad. It is nothing I or anyone else will forget. The bully has turned me into someone who is more confident in who I am. It is very rare that someone can be torn down and built back up again, and to survive such a brutal barrage of malicious and verbal attacks. Due to these instances, it makes a person more thick-skinned and more persistent to succeed, and pushes them to always work their hardest, to constantly prove these individuals wrong, and to be able to one day show what they have achieved. And it's all thanks to the bullies. I want to thank everyone for their presence here today. And I would like you to join me in one final salute to those who we are here to honor. So we raise our glasses to you in remembrance and in reverence to the bullies, without whom I would not be the man I am today. Thank you, and good night.